How's it going, guys? It's your boy Eddie Hates Anime here. Today we are doing a Reddit video. Reddit reviews episode 4. Today's victim is r/mildly infuriating. We're just gonna go through each post and rate how infuriating I would find it. 1 out of 10. I don't know. As always, if there's any Reddits you'd want to see me check out, let me know. And let's get into it. First off, apparently the breakfast I made was embarrassing. I'm looking at it, it looks good. Pancakes, apples, sausage, and potatoes. A well-balanced breakfast. A very tasty breakfast. Sure, there's no condiments on it, but they'll probably add it later. If not, that's fine. All these things have good taste on their own. Condiments is just extra, you know? I think a lot of people forget that. You don't need to drown your stuff in sauces. It can taste fine on its own. This is my first Christmas with my mom's new boyfriend. She invited his entire immediate family on top of the family we already had coming, so there was about 20 people total. My mom woke me up at 6 a.m. and asked me to make breakfast about 30 minutes before everyone arrived because she still needed to get ready. Okay, so not just for herself, this is for everyone. Doesn't matter either way, I just assumed this was something she made for herself only and someone was judging it for some reason. But it's actually even worse if she's making for everyone. She made this for you and you're still complaining about it for some reason when it looks fine. She also hadn't gone grocery shopping, so I had to work with whatever was already in the fridge. And she was working with what's already in the fridge. I genuinely did my best and I just feel bad. My boyfriend's mom commented that we were cheap for not using eggs and called the food low effort. Your mom needs to dump them. That's what she needs to do. Instead of explaining that we didn't have any, my mom got upset and yelled at me in front of everyone. Well, you need to throw the mom away too then if she's making it your fault. Asking why I didn't make eggs and saying I never do anything right. I didn't argue anything. I just left the room. That's all you can do sometimes. Some people are so far gone, bro. That's so ass, man. That's so ass. Yeah, it looks exactly. Thank you guys. I'd be thrilled to wake up to this breakfast. It looks good to me. Exactly. Any breakfast I didn't have to pay or make for myself. Here's a tip. Call them all bitches and never see them again. And they can be happy being miserable. Because honestly, I know it's a contradictory sentence, but some people are just happy being miserable. I'm sorry to say it. Some people cannot live without things having to go bad. I'm probably not making much sense explaining this, but those who know, those who have had to deal with people like that know. I would rate this one extremely infuriating. This would be like an 8 out of 10 because your kindness is being the opposite of repaid. It's being judged for no good reason, and it seems to be close family members. It's just a terrible situation from people that you would expect to be giving you love, you know? It's stupid. Let's move on. Photo delivery took of me. That is crazy. I am sorry. I am so sorry. Those knees got their own faces. Those legs are pointed outwards. This one I would rate like a good 5. A good 4 or 5. Like, it's not going to change my life at all. It's not going to even ruin my day, but I'm going to be like, ooh, that is a bad picture of me, and I might be self-conscious about my legs after. And yeah. Posting on the internet didn't help much. Finally found and bought a girly snowboard. Turns out in order to be girly, you have to talk about periods. I didn't even realize what the heart was made out till I received it. I'm just going to cover it with stickers, but I'm annoyed. Is that what that means? I didn't know that. Oh, I see it now. I was looking at the top right heart. I wasn't looking at that. Yeah, I mean, you just bought the wrong skateboard, my friend. I'm sure you could find some other cute ones. That's just an unfortunate. You didn't know what you were getting until you got it and looked a little closer. I am sure if I found something cute right now, it wouldn't have to have periods on it. Let's see. Cute skateboard. I'm sure I can find one. I found this beautiful one with some strawberries on it. Look at that. Ooh. There's a kitty cat. Ooh. Oh, you guys can't even really see it. I would give this like a good 1 or 2 because the frustration is more on the person's part, or if I was in their shoes, it would be on my part for just not looking hard enough. Kind of your own fuck up there, because this sentence is so exaggerated. This is like insinuating that you cannot find any cute skateboards without it having periods on it. You're forced to talk about it. No. I'm assuming they're a male too, because they said a girly snowboard, and their desire not to talk about periods, I'm just assuming they're male. But yeah, no, I look for cute things all the time. I love cute shit. Kawaii-ness is just like a good 70% of my character. I feel like, and I don't run into period talk too often, so that seems like a you problem. Maybe I'm being insensitive, but I'm gonna keep it at a 1 out of 10 infuriating level. My sister thinks this is funny. No, this is actually sexually harassment because I'm assuming they're naked. If you guys don't know what's going on, she actually took a pic of me shitting. So yeah, you're shitting, pants are down, ass out. That's just harassment. Eddie, you're taking it too serious. Blah, blah, blah. I don't think I am. Like I know back in the day in school, people like would be like, "Oh, you're taking a shit." Funny. I get the thought process behind it. I just think it is wrong. Like, it's just not a good thing, hot take, to take pictures of other people when they're at their most vulnerable in what should be one of the safest and most private spaces, which is a bathroom. I like to have fun as much as the next guy, but we just gotta grow the fuck up at some point. Am I wrong? I don't know. I am a goofy ass dude who takes nothing serious. The bathroom is the one place that I feel like even the most goofy of people, the most unserious people such as myself, should lock the fuck in and just know time and place. Come on. It's just a very weird place to want to take pictures at, in my opinion. Oh, I forgot. I would rate that a 10 out of 10 infuriating. Someone that you should trust in a place you should have the utmost amount of privacy. Just a shitty situation, no pun intended. Moving on, the amount of medication I have to take for the rest of my life as a mid-20s woman. Going into this, I'm already going to give it a solid like 8 to 10. I cannot even begin to understand how terrible that must be because I'm just not in that situation myself, but fuck me. I don't know what any of these pills are, but fuck, man. Because these are each day of the week. That's a lot, man. Just the fact that you got to pay so much to stay alive. I don't know the situation of that, but just taking the pills, just, it's a whole other extra layer to your life to have to go out of your way to do another errand and stuff all this time. And just time taken away, potential side effects, all these sorts of things that just add on to your workload of life. It's very unfortunate, and I am very sorry to hear this. I will say at least one positive comment here. On the flip side, thank God for modern medicine. I wouldn't be alive today without it. Let's look at the bright side. At least there is this medication that will help you stay alive or just feel better from symptoms of things. So that is the bright side. But yeah, no, I'm giving this a 10. It does suck, and it is something like that can easily make you feel hopeless. I'm sure it's like, fuck, I will not be able to live a happy, healthy life without having to do all of this shit. That must be ass. Let's move on. Poor old book destroyed by a sticker. That pisses me off to no end as a book enthusiast. Ooh. I know they weren't thinking of it. It's just protocol. You gotta put a sticker somewhere when you're reselling some random shit, whether it's like a Goodwill or a flea market or whatever. But please, just put it in a bag or something and do it over. I don't even know how I would do it, but just because okay, I get it. Not everyone's a book person, so they don't care. I'm not a I don't know, mug person, but if I see what's clearly an antique mug, I wouldn't put a fucking sticker on it like that. And that's not even a good comparison because the sticker wouldn't ruin the mug nearly as much as this because this is fucking paper. This is a good. Ooh, I've been giving too many 10s and 9s and stuff, but we'll put out a 9. This pisses me off, and it's history. It's history, guys, because of how old it is. I don't know what the book is, but yeah. My upstairs neighbors have been nonstop fucking since like 1 a.m. Basically pulling an all-nighter at this point because I have to catch a flight at 9 a.m. and it's already 5 a.m. Their bed in particular is so squeaky, and their headboard must be on the exact same side of the wall as my own headboard because the noises are just so loud. I've tried melatonin and noise-canceling AirPods with ASMR. Yo, that's how I go to sleep like 90% of the night. Sometimes, well, it's either Japanese music, classical music, ASMR roleplay. The non-stop squeaks and wall banging have gotten to me. Every time I think I stopped and started drifting to sleep, it starts all over again after like 5 to 10 minutes. Props to them though, because their stamina is insane. Update, got to my dorm and gonna sleep for 10 hours, but thanks for the clowning on my self-censorship. Y'all are hilarious. Yeah, I read it as like faxing, and I was like, they must got a lot of papers, so like, what the fuck? But yeah, so not fucking, but I had to grow up with my brother playing video games late into the night until only recently when he moved out. And that's why I started wearing earbuds to go to sleep. I know it's not good for you to have earbuds in your ears so often, but when you cannot sleep without something to drown out fucking screaming, I don't really know what another option would have been at the time. Unfortunately, now it's just kind of a habit. I would give this like a solid 6. It could be higher because, yes, sleep is extremely important and not being able to find a way around that. Some of the other ones are just really crazy, though, so I don't want to undermine those. If you're a freak, you could always take advantage of it and just listen in and enjoy that, I guess. If the earbud thing didn't work, I don't know what else to do. Let's see what the comments are saying. This is the type of comment I was looking for. Try cheering loudly when someone comes. Just anything to make them uncomfortable because they can't even get mad. They're doing it first. So, you know, I feel like there's no rules at that point. Let's move on. Someone gave this to my girlfriend at her knitting class. Do you know that the unrighteous will not inherit the kingdom of God? Do not be deceived. In some poorly printed word. Like, this isn't the worst quality ever. Someone handed this to my girlfriend after she was found to be knitting a trans pride beanie for a friend of hers. The printed image is blurry and unreadable. As everybody knows, there's no hate like Christian love. And yeah, this is just really stupid. At the end of the day, guys, let's can we be nice to each other? I love the fact that people can find meaning in religion and things that help their own lives, but just because something has done so much for you does not mean that everybody has to think that same way, that you need to push it on to everybody else. And on top of that, this is even beyond that, because this has turned not just from only join my religion, this has come to you are wrong for being who you are, when they're not hurting anybody. They're literally just a trans person. It's not like they're doing anything evil. It's just fucking terrible that people have to go through this for being themselves. It is fucking awful. I mean, that one pisses me off. I would say like a 7 for the occasion, but because it probably happens often, not this specifically, but just like that stupid shit that like, oh, find God, oh, this is just a phase, just all these other stupid remarks they probably hear all the time existing is probably like a 10, and I feel really bad for that. So I don't know. I don't know how to navigate this one, because it's not something that I have to go through once again, but I'm trying to sympathize the best I can. Let's move on. This is kind of sadder than I thought it'd be, man. I thought this would be like really stupid stuff, like stepped on a Lego. My parents bought me something, but now refuse to pay customs on it. That pisses me off. $42, like, it is something where it's like, I could just pay for it myself, but why the fuck do I have to pay for something that I didn't plan to buy? So that's quite infuriating. That's like it's like a 6 as well, I think. Get them to tell you what it is. If you don't want it or need it, refuse paying, and it'll eventually get returned. Parents will lose out of money, but not you. You'll still be on the hook for the tariff. I was gonna say that would not be you. They didn't purchase the fucking thing. Otherwise, that would be such a legal loophole. But no, this is, yeah, that pisses me off. Oh no, I had the house to myself today. No kids, no wife, no work. Some bish. Oh, that, ooh, an 8 or 7. I don't know, because I know how I get when I'm so looking forward to either just an event or a day that I'm really hyped for, or literally just having the house to myself. I'm trying to relate to like the times that I'm at the house by myself is like if I take a day off work for a game or something every now and then, like when Pokemon drops or some shit, and that's like when I can have the house to myself the whole day because there's nobody home. And if that happened and then suddenly I was sick and rendered like fucking useless, I would be quite sad. Kind of a bad way to try and relate to that because it's not the same situation, but hey, I tried. So like because it's of how sad and flattening that is, it's like a 7 to me. Bartender charged me for ice. That's a 10. Fucking hammers. They need hammers. I'm not gonna say what to do with those hammers, but that pisses me off to no end. What the fuck? I've never drank before. Oh, okay. Of course, I've drinking drinks and things, but not in the traditional sense of like alcohol. But is that the norm? So it seems that I've misunderstood this. Maybe OP has worded this a bit misleading. So you get more drink. I don't know. Look, I'm gonna backtrack my 10, which was kind of an exaggerated joke anyways, and we're gonna give this a 1 because it seems like the person posting it wasn't aware. So once again, it's the user error, not the system. Let's try and find one more banger and end it on that. Are we really gonna end it on another like weirdo religion one? Homosexual is a mental disorder. Men must be submitted to God, aka Lord. Somebody left these signs in front of my house. Like, oh, they did spell submitted wrong. Oh man. Hey, being dyslexic doesn't make me a homophobe. Okay, man. Yeah. Once again, it's like, it's something where you can easily just be like, not a big deal, really stupid, but doesn't really change my life. But at the same time, just having to probably live with this daily, and the potential for escalation. They know where you live, and I know I might sound like I'm exaggerating, but we've seen the crazy shit people have done for very hateful reasons in the past. It's just fucking stupid. So yeah, just it's in between like whatever and really annoying. I don't know how to rate these more realistic situation ones than just like the stupid ones. Ooh, okay, we're ending it off on a silly one because I want to end it off a little silly. The flavor distribution of my bag of gummy bears is 60% pineapple for a bag with 8 flavors. Well, I will say I like pineapple, so I wouldn't be too mad, but I don't know what the other exotic fruits are. They have my favorite flavors and I pick it up whenever I see it. They said the exotic fruit bag is pretty hard to find. Pineapple is not the reason I like these. Okay, well that makes sense. Also, one of the dark ones is actually the same, so there's an entire flavor missing as well. Yeah, no, that's pretty annoying. I like a solid 3 or 4. Not like life-changing, but really annoying. I don't know, because I do like pineapple, so I'm not seeing it as big of a deal as maybe they do. I also get it, you know, it's hard to find, probably look forward to it, open it, and it's... So maybe it could be raised like a 5, maybe, you know? Not a bad one to end it on, though. And yeah, that has been r/mildly frustrating. Oh, infuriating. I've been saying the wrong word this entire time. Whatever. As always, like I said at the start, if you have any Reddits that you want to see me review, let me know. What do I think of mildly infuriating? I don't know what I was expecting going into it, like I mentioned, but I've come to see some situations I didn't think I would see today. And, I thought it was a good time. So, W Reddit. I wouldn't mind revisiting it for a video in the future. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you're new, like. And what was the most infuriating one to you here? Whether it be the more actually genuinely, like, super sad ones, like the transphobic stuff, or like a goofy one like the fucking gummy bears, or the picture of the woman's legs or man's legs. I didn't remember. Let me know. And yeah, it's been your boy Eddie Hates Anime, and see you next week with the next video, or whenever I make a video. Peace!